Hello, movie lovers. Welcome back to Signatique channel. Today is all about fresh cinema experiences, and I can't wait to share my thoughts on the newest film making its mark. Sit back, relax, and let's dive into the recap of this exciting cinematic adventure. Thor's Asgard spaceship is attacked by Thanos and his children. Proxima, Midnight, Ebony Maw, Corvus Glaive, Cull Obsidian. They are looking for space stones, located in the Tesseract. Loki took before Asgard was destroyed. Thanos' army easily defeats the Asgardian army, possesses the Power Stone obtained by destroying Xander. After a failed counterattack by the Hulk, Loki offers Thanos the Tesseract. Please exchange Thor's life. Unfortunately for Loki, Thanos kills him. He is waiting for Loki's attempt at betrayal. Kill him in exchange for Thor's life. In the last seconds of Hulk's life, Heimdall uses Bifrost's power to transport it to Earth. Glaive can defeat him. Thanos and his children then leave. Shortly after, Thanos uses the Power Stone to destroy the spaceship, leaving a distraught Thor adrift in space. Once this is done, Hulk crash landing at Sanctum Sanctorum in New York City and turning back. Return to Bruce Banner. Banner then shares the news that Thanos is imminent, arrives with Stephen, Strange, and Wong. Tony Stark is contacted by Strange, a Banner providing information about the Infinity Stones and Thanos. Stark comes to the conclusion that he needs to contact Steve Rogers to find Vision. Disappeared from the radar along with Wanda Maximoff. That's because they have to find something. Vision to remove spirits. A stone fell from his skull. At this moment, Maw and Obsidian arrived in New York with ambition about stealing the Time Stone from Strange. Stark, Strange, Wong, and Peter Parker confront Maw and Obsidian. Banner realized he couldn't do this, transform into the Hulk, and help in the resulting conflict. The traumatic experience he went through when he was defeated by Thanos. Maw knocks Strange out and takes him away. Stark and Parker are captured while pursuing Maw, a spaceship leaving Earth. Meanwhile, Wong remains on Earth to protect Sanctorum. Banner will contact the other party, a member of the Avengers. Midnight and the Grave attack Wanda, Maximoff, and Vision of Scotland, where two people were hiding. But Steve Rogers, Natasha Romanoff, and Sam Wilson can defend himself, attack and save Wanda and Vision. They came to the conclusion that Avengers facility in New York State, a great place to take shelter. There they meet James Rhodes, who has gained mobility thanks to a prosthetic leg. Vision suggests that Maximoff will destroy him, a stone embedded within him, a plaque to prevent Thanos from getting his hands on it. Rogers advises them to travel, a place with technology to remove stones safely and invisible from the outside. Please kill him, and Wanda will immediately refuse. However, Rogers suggests a trip there, because Wakanda is the only place that has this technology. Thor is saved from certain death. Only the Guardians of the Galaxy heard the pain. A signal has been transmitted from an Asgardian ship. Thor has a hunch that Thanos will do it. Next, go after the Reality Stone, currently kept by a collector in a remote location. But before Thor could investigate Reality Stone, he must find a new weapon that can kill people. Thanos from the dwarf planet Nidibella. That's because Nidibella is home. The only blacksmith who can do this. Manufacture of such weapons. Thor orders Rocket to accompany him. Between Peter, Quill, and Gamora, Drax and Mantis leave nowhere at the same time. On the way there, Gamora has it. In a conversation with Quill, she makes him promise to kill. If you have a chance, you too. Quill reluctantly promises to do it himself. Later, Thanos ambushes the Guardians in a secluded area. He has already retrieved the Reality Stone and built an unbreakable illusion. His net can catch them nowhere. After a key point in the battle. Meanwhile, Gamora asks Quill to kill her and uses the Space Stone. In order for her to escape, he succeeded in capturing her. Thanos has stated that he is aware of this. Gamora knows where the Soul Stone is. After the information was driven out of the fog, her torture, Nebula manages to escape. She then sent a signal to the other Guardians to meet them on Thanos' home planet of Titan. Thanos and Gamora travel to the planet Volmar, where the Soul Stone is. There they meet Red Skull, the Guardian of the Stone, who explains to Thanos that getting the stone back will be expensive. He must first sacrifice the life of someone he truly cares about. Command to do this. Despite his reservations, Thanos throws it. In exchange, Gamora threw her off a cliff to her death. For this act, he receives a Soul Stone. Stark and Parker become free from Strange from him, the torture chamber that Maul built, and they throw Maul to death. I left the ship. Stark disagrees with Strange and believes they should fight Thanos instead of retreating as they have in the past. Strange thinks they should retreat to protect the Time Stone. The three departed. Confronts Thanos on Titan, where they meet and plot with Quill, Drax, and Mantis. A strategy to remove the gauntlet worn by Thanos. While discussing strategy, Doctor Strange uses the Time Stone to explore alternate timelines and reports that he has seen 14,045,606 of them. Of these, he is the only one that ended in victory for the Avengers. Thanos teleports to Titan, where the group is. Join him in melee combat. After a long conversation with Strange, this happened. To distract him. Eventually, they succeeded in defeating him. As Peter and Tony try to escape, Thanos' arm gauntlet, Mantis, is capable to calm Thanos down and make him more cooperative. Quill and Nebula arrive, come during the Titan conflict. The conclusion is that Gamora was killed. An angry Quill retaliates by punching Thanos. This breaks the group's influence over Thanos. Thanos regains control of the gauntlet and easily defeats the other heroes. Then he demands this strange surrender. Time Stone or Tony Stark will die. That's done. Then I got some strange information. Tony, you made it to the finals. Thanos incorporates the stone into his gauntlet before using it to escape from the Titans. Thor, Rocket, and Groot find Natavelar. Forsaken and forsaken. When they arrive, Thor is confused by the fact that the giant forge is currently idle. A giant dwarf named Itri appears to them. Thanos forced the dwarves to build the gauntlet in exchange for Thanos killing all the dwarves. Other than Itri, Itri is the only dwarf still alive. Reactivated with great effort. After reigniting the neutron star that powered them, the four were finally able to create Thor's new battle axe, Stormbreaker. Use the weapon and give him the power of Bimast. Meanwhile, the Avengers carry out their mission. Head to Wakanda and give Shuri the responsibility of removing the Mind Stone. The Outrider army, led by Thanos, arrives and begins attacking Wakanda. Wakanda soldiers unified with the Avengers. Under the leadership of King Kara, defense against Thanos' army begins. King Kara stands at the forefront of defense. Grafe sneaks into Shuri's laboratory and leaves. Thor attacks Vision before Rocket. And Groot was able to throw himself into the battle. The Outriders had already begun their expansion. Completely destroy the enemy army. Midnight, Obsidian, and Glaive all met their demise, and the tide seemed to have turned in the Avengers' favor. Thanos comes to retrieve the Mind Stone. Maximoff tearfully tries to stop Thanos. Mind, destroy, and retrieve his stone, while still embedded in Vision, but Thanos uses the time the stone used to do this. Reverses events, removes the Mind Stone from view, and ultimately leads to Maximoff's death. Again, enters Thanos' chest, but Thanos manages to block the attack long enough to snap his gloved fingers. In faraway space, he discovers Gamora. When she was a child, she asked about her expenses. She confirmed that she had reached her goal. All this is what he said in response. Thor returns to Earth and stares in horror. As Thanos teleports from the battlefield, his gauntlet and part of his left arm are damaged in battle. His chest was burned. People begin to fall apart, and Thanos takes another step forward. He has come close to his goal of annihilating half of all life in the universe. Bucky Barnes, Kara, Groot, Maximoff, Wilson, Mantis, Drax, Star-Lord, Strange, and Parker are among the fallen heroes. The only hero living in Wakanda. Steve Rogers, Thor, Bruce Banner, Romanoff, James Rhodes, Rocket, Okoye, and M'Baku the Titan. Mist and Stark are alone. People are still alive. In Thanos wakes up in a lush, alternate world. The wound on his chest has healed, and he quietly watches the sunset, smiling with satisfaction. I know he achieved his ultimate goal. After the credits roll, you will see something like this. Sequence showing a world in complete anarchy. You can see how individuals turn to ashes. Self-driving cars collide on the road, and helicopters are also seen crashing. Skyscrapers and explosions. Nick Fury, former director of S. and SHIELD Deputy Director Maria Hill, observe the action on the street before disbanding. Fury can deliver the final blow. Let's send a distress signal before Captain Marvel disappears. And the movie ends here. Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed this film recap and want more, subscribe now, like, and share captivating stories with your friends. Tell me which movie you'd like me to summarize next. See you soon.